And hey guys, how's it going? It's Carl here, and we are about to do some more World of Tanks. Now, what I thought I would do is I'd actually show you one of the premium tanks that was actually released by Wargaming in conjunction with a movie. We spoke about this briefly in my first World of Tanks video that I did, but this is the Fury. The Fury was basically from the film Fury, and it's an M4A3E8 or Easy 8 as they used to call them. And as you can see, the tank is pretty much your standard Sherman, but because it's a premium version, they have some additional details here to make it accurate to the film. So for example, you can see the helmet there, or that's actually present on the film version, as well as the wooden planks, or at least wooden stakes that are there, presumably as ablative armor, as well as being able to be used for something else, and also the guns as they were in the film. And right there, as you can see, the Fury painted on the side of the barrel. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a couple of quick games just with the Fury, just so I can show you how good it is. Premium tanks, as I said before, they aren't necessarily pay to win. They will have their own little quirks that might make them more difficult or easier to use, but what they are good for are actually training your crew. So I've actually got all of the crew there, actually named after the guys who were in the crew in Fury as well, which is quite cool. And as you can see, they've been trained up a little bit. They're actually on their way to their second skill. So we're going to see if we can get a few more experience points, basically just tip them over the edge there. We're just going to jump into a game a sec and see what we get. Oh, we're in a tier 6 and 7 game, so this shouldn't be too bad. On Prokhorovka. So we have a couple of different tanks here. There's another E25 there. An Oni. Hellcat. Hellcat's a pretty nice tank destroyer. T150 heavy tank, sorry. The AMX-12T. 5916. And the HT number 6. That's actually the Japanese Tiger. There was actually a story that I saw that the Germans actually attempted to send a Tiger across to Japan for them to be able to look at and take the design of, so they could actually build their own. It never actually happened, but it was something that they were actually looking into, and the Japanese being able to build their own Tiger tanks would be something interesting. I mean, their tanks, while their prototypes were obviously quite big and impressive, the actual Japanese tanks themselves that actually got into service weren't all that good. And in comparison to, say, like the Russian tanks that they went up against later on when the Russians came into Manchuria, that they were just hands down beaten. And it would have been interesting to see what happened if the Japanese had actually got their hands on something like the Tiger, or for that matter, if they would have been able to actually support a tank like that with their resource situation as it was then. So we're just going to keep moving over here now. T-34-85 coming over to see us, I think. Just try to keep as low as we can at it. There we go. T-34 coming to see us now. Oh, we got a hit there. And there's another hit. And there's another hit. It's from the tank destroyed over here. Actually from the light tank even. There we go, took a shot at it. Trying to keep the sight bleeding. Oh, then the IS took itself from behind. We did get a couple of hits in those. As you can see, the gun's reload time on the Fury is really quick. It's only about 2.8 seconds. That's with the bonuses for the gun lane drive and such, and also the crew experience. So as you can see, once you've actually got it going, it can be really really quick in terms of how it actually fires. We're just actually having a look to see what's going on here. We have the Comet sat there in cover. Comet's actually a British tank, but actually doing quite well over there. The Z25 over there, to actually taking a shot of the IS, it looks like they're actually But he's trying to get his gun actually aimed in the right direction. The Oni takes out the IS. The E25 is just like trying to take a couple of shots at the Cromwell, I think, and the KV2. As you can see, the E25's got a really quick reload time on the gun as well. KV2 is close to being popped, or just popped out of range, it looks like. The E25 is just having a look around now, see if it can actually see anything else. And the Oni is backpedaling as well, to actually start moving onwards. Let's actually follow the Oni a second, just to see what it's doing. There we go. Just move forward slightly, but not too much. Backed up again. Something obviously took a shot with this, so it's actually pinged off the armor, so... Look, the E25 has just been spotted with Type 64 coming around the back of it. The Oni's actually noticed this now and is going to try and get close up to the Type 64 and fire. See, the turret's actually high on it, so you're overshot there for a moment. But the E25 gets taken up by the Pudel now. Now the Oni is actually getting some shots laid in, and then the commander's been hit, so... The main gun's taken out. I'm not sure what's actually hitting it. I think it might be the OI over there. No, the shots are bouncing too short. The Oni shot to the OI though, so... Like these two monstrosities of Japanese tanks, just like the sheer size of them just makes them so easy to hit. But the thing is, with the guns you're using, it's just a matter of trying to actually get through some of that armor, because that armor is really thick. However, the good thing is that although the armor is really thick, it's also flat. So if you're able to get a good angle on it, you should be able to pop it quite easy. And the only going to backpedal over a little bit. It's looking at the FV304 there, I think, but no, it's... I think the AMX is going for him now. 304 should die soon. It's actually a pretty balanced game at the moment. 7 apiece, so it's pretty evenly matched. Oh, I say that just as one of our guys takes a shot and dies. Border's talking about H1 there. Basically pointing over to grid H1, just assuming there's tanks over there. The Oni has actually seen some of these guys coming across and is taking a pop at them. Trying to line his shots up there. The Oni is also really long in loading as well. And I think the fact that the gun is somewhat damaged is probably not helping. Another shot there. Just the reverberation of the like the shell as it goes out is just tremendous on that thing. Almost like a deck gun. There's the AT-7 tank destroyer actually coming close. I'm just he's going to try and take a shot at the Oni, I think. The Oni takes a blast to there. The AT-7's pretty heavily armoured on the front, so it's going to probably bounce off a lot. Right, the Japanese Tiger there is basically pointing out the T-71 is coming. And the AT-7 is backpedaling as well.
The radio man is down. We can only signal nearby vehicles.
The Tiger's actually taking a shot in the side of it. Probably the best place to get the AT-7 because the front is pretty much just a thick plate of armor. AT-7 takes a shot at the Oni there and just bounces. A couple of his friends are taking shots, so they're not having much effect. And the Oni goes down. Taken up with the AT-7. So we shall have a look at the Tiger now, who is launching shots across from over there. But they've actually dropped out of his radar range now, so he's going to be a little bit stuck. Here comes the T-71. The Tiger just spotted him. But there's a wrecked tank in front of him. So that's going to block his line of sight. But the 71 is actually making a move now. The T-71 is actually a light tank, so it's actually a lot more nimble than the Tiger. But now the Tiger's actually taking shots from the 87. And the Tiger goes down. We're now down to just the Hummel on our team, which is just the artillery piece. On 12 hit points, so it's not going to actually do much. I've got a feeling that's going to get taken out pretty quickly. But he's gone over to the far side, so I mean it's going to be very difficult to see him over there. Plus the guys are just going to be wanting to take the cap. So they have one tank in our cap circle at the moment. So they are all gonna. They have two tanks in there now. They're just gonna cap now. The artillery can't really do anything because he's got nobody that's spot for him. They're actually taking a few shots themselves, and the Poodle finally takes out the Hummel. Nicely done there by the red team. We did get a couple of hits in with the Fury, but we did earn a little bit. We also got a battle buddy, which don't cause any damage to allies for 50 battles. So that's actually showing we're actually doing quite good there. So as far as the T-71 went, we actually took out the track. And we did 242 total damage to it. We also spotted the IS. And they did 90 damage to it. So that actually worked well there. We're going to have another jump into another battle here now. And we're in a tier 6 to tier 8 battle, so this might be a bit trickier. There's a lot of tanks here that can do a lot of damage just in one shot. So Gabriel is actually looking to push up the hill, but we aren't going to do that because our tank is way too small. It's not going to take all that long to kill us if we did that. So we're going to try and use the fact that we're a light tank and we're a bit more nimble to go around. Like I said, their heavy tanks are beginning to push up the hill. That's actually going to cause us problems, so we're just going to head past the SU-8 here. A couple of the artillery actually taking positions overlooking the cap point, which it doesn't look like anyone's going for at the moment other than us. We have a Tiger 131 there, which is the premium Tiger 1. It's actually based off the Tiger 131 that's actually in Bovington, which is the only working Tiger 1 that's actually in the world at present, I believe. So they made a version of that. I actually have a model kit of that that I got from the Tank Museum on the last visit that we had. So maybe one time, once I've actually built and got it painted up, maybe I'll do a video on 131 and just show you guys what it's like. There's an STRV over here. Some quick shots here. I'm gonna back up again a second because it's, the STRV's coming back out now. Just gonna take another shot there. And another one. Just gonna miss there. Take another shot. A tractor, I believe. Trying to close up on it. No, it's backing away now, so really doesn't want anything of us at the moment. It's trying to pop back out again, there we go. It's going to take another shot today. killed the driver, so we're going to have to res him. He's backed up a bit now. He's going to try and come back out. There's a little bit of a cat and mouse game going on here with the tanks. Blocked there. He's going to try and take another shot and take us out there.
We're dead for. Everyone get out.
Nicely done by him, but that was a really close game of cat and mouse he had there. But as you can see, the quick reload time on the Fury does catch a lot of people off guard. They expect to have to wait a while for you to be able to make another shot, so they try and pop out to have a go at you, but then you actually are able to quickly fire back before they're able to actually sort of process the fact that you're actually fully reloaded and ready to go. The reticle actually thins down really quickly as well with the Fury, so you are able to make accurate shots at quick timing as well, which is really good with that sort of lighter tank, because you're able to hit and move then. That was probably the issue I had, really, is I didn't really move as much. If I just sort of got around him and maybe try and take a shot to the back, that might have done a bit more damage, but the shots that we did take were reasonably effective, and I think if we'd have been able to dodge that last shot, we may have been able to actually beat him. So here we have the IS-3. That's actually taken a hell of a beating. It's only down to 2 hit points. That could actually die quite quickly if it gets caught on a stray shot. He's going to try and go forward anyway, because I think he might be able to outflank the opposition here. Because we have the VK-36 and the Type 64 there. Both have been quite damaged. And the Object 416 is also there. So he's going to try and come around now, I think, and take a shot at... Yeah, he took out the Type 64 there, and now he's able to assist with the other tanks that are in the cap circle. He's actually going to go after the VK, I believe. Yeah, he's going to take a shot at the VK. He's nearly took it out with a single shot there, which is actually quite impressive. He's going to try and go through again, but the IS-3 is actually coming around the back now. So the 416 takes out the VK, and now he's going after the Scorpion, which does some damage to him, but then he fires at the Scorpion and does a fair bit of damage to him, and then he gets taken up by the Leo, as they're actually supporting the 416. So they're down to the Panther 88 now, which is the last of their tanks, and I think the IS-3 is going to try and come around to get him, but the fact he's that much damaged is going to mean that he might die. Oh no, he actually took a shot. He actually bounced that quite well. And he's calling for help now because he's clearly on 2 hit points. Here comes the 416. He's going to try and come around now. He's damaged himself, but he might be able to take a pop on Panther now. And he does, and he takes him out. So that was 4 kills there for Gabriel in the 416. He actually did really well. We got the points for the victory there. As you can see, our skills on our guys are up to 99%. We got 1,468 experience for that. And we did 584 damage to the STRV. And we also knocked out their engine and their track. That was actually really good. So we're going to jump into another battle now. Again, this is a 6-8 battle, so this, again, will be rough for us. We're also in Stalingrad, so Stalingrad map's actually really good for us, I would say, because there is a lot of urban build-up, and that gives you a lot of space for cover and giving you the best place to angle your armor and such. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Have a French player with us in the Hellcat, it looks like, who was asking for French people. There is a massive artillery strike going on now. Again, like as I said in the previous video, I love some of the immersive stuff they do in the maps. So, right. You got to try and keep away from the roads, or at least from the middle of the roads, because they're going to be easy lanes of fire for people. What we need to do is try and get in a position where we're going to be able to do something but not die horribly. So if we try and go this way, get Type 64 there. He can't see us over the ridge. Good thing. Another Type 64 here as well. There's Type 64 seen us, I think. Also the STRV 74 over there. I'm going to try and make a move. He's also seen us as well, I think, so he's going to jump. Don't go into the building, that'll just be stupid. So we're going to go around and try and help the E25 with the STRV. There's Type 64 actually there. Can't see him behind the building, so... might be best if we drop down here a second. The STRV is there. Also a VK there. If we advance now, follow our Type 64. Take a shot at the Type 64 or the STRV there. He's going to try and pop out again. We can miss the shot. Back up. The STRV got taken out there by the T25, so that's good. One of our teammates actually came around and outflanked the STRV there. So I see an artillery over there, GW Panther. So we're going to try and go for that, I think. We can outflank around it. That's what the E25 is actually doing there as well. And there's the GW Panther gone. So we've basically cut off their entire flank here. So we can basically come around and hopefully catch some of their back line while they're napping. The E25 is there. I think he's going to make a line up on the T25 there. Oh no, he's actually going to try and cap the point. So the T25 is going to come back. You see the T25 there, so we're going to take a shot at him. He sees us. He actually got a good hit on us there, so that was a problem. So we're going to try and back up now. The E25 is actually backing up itself to try and line up a shot on the T25. So we're going to take that shot now. And kill him. Good. So there we are, we were able to help there. Take a shot at the AMX here. Do some damage to her. And take out the AMX. And then we're also going to take out this T-34-85 here. To do some damage to her. He actually gets a shot on us. Perhaps line up and miss that. The E-25 goes there. So they're going to advance forward now. And going to try and take out the T-34. And that should be us done then. So yeah, we took two guys out there with the ability to outflank around and use the quick reloading and the quick aiming to be able to take that out. So that was really well done. And we actually get a... So we destroyed two enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank and one bottle. So they get the Lever Slyhorse medal. So that's really good because we actually get some money there too, it looks like, for the bonds. Once you get one war bond, 836 experience, and a mastery badge 3rd class. So that's actually pretty well done. So we'll actually do one more game, I think, for this video. We seem to be doing pretty well in that. So let's see what... Oh, and we're top tier in this one, so this should be interesting. Should be able to see how what Fury does as top tier in the game. Hopefully I have not cursed myself and we do dismally in this. But I think considering how well we've done so far today, we've got a few kills under our belt. So I think we're actually doing pretty well. So again, because of the urban basically development over here, we're going to try and go into there. Use the cover from the buildings to our advantage. And also use the fact we can basically pop out and fire quickly. So we'll let some of these guys who are going to go to the outer area do what they're going to do. And I will go this way. Should lead me round to the back of the development. But it should also give me the ability to pop out quickly. We have a Panzer 38 over there that's been spotted by a T-28. The T-28 is actually a Russian Tier 4 tank. It's actually really long. Ah, we've seen some enemies over here. T-67 and a T-34-85. Actually... there's actually a large group of them coming over here, so we're going to hide over here by the church. And use the time, hopefully, to pop out and scare someone. We'll just back up a little bit. There's a Churchill there. There's a Matilda slowly creeping over here. So if we pop ourselves out a little bit. Matilda's coming to there, so take a shot with the T-34, which bounces off, and then come back and take another shot with the Matilda. Then take another shot with the T-34, do some damage to that. Oh, we took another shot there. He's stuck over there. We should be able to advance soon. Matilda's waiting there. Matilda's down. 3485 is waiting there. It looks like he's actually waiting for somebody to come around. It's probably me. He probably thinks that I'm getting a bit overconfident and I'm going to go out there and pop him. So he's advancing now. Slowly advancing. So he's going to try and take a shot again, which damages our tracks. We're able to fix those. He's taking another shot. He's going to try and pop out again, it looks like. He ducks a shot there. We're going to take a shot, it bounces off. Oh, he takes another shot at us. So that's actually probably not the best idea right now. So come around, because there's another tank coming here. The M4A3E8. So we're going to take him out now, I think. Oh, we're going to dodge that, because the other tanks are all coming now, because this will be a problem. So I can do some damage to the Jackson. Another damage to shot.
That one didn't go through. Penetration.
Oh, and the Jackson takes us out. So we actually got surrounded there. We did some damage. I think we accounted well for ourselves because we did a fair bit of damage to the other team. But sadly, they were able to get the advantage because they basically got some guys to come on the outside of the town and outflank the rest of us. But we did a fair bit of damage. I mean, we actually blocked 2 shots of the M4A3E8 there. We killed the driver on the Matilda. We knocked out the gun on the Jackson, and we also took some non-penetrating hits there. We did 119 damage to the T-34, did 361 to the Jackson, we did 121 to the Matilda, and 113 to the M4A3E8. So yeah, we did pretty well this session, and I just hope that I've shown that the Easy 8, or at least the Fury in this example, is actually a pretty decent tank. And if you're able to use it, and use its speed, and its reload time, and basically accuracy time to the full effect, then you can actually do some pretty decent damage in the tank and get some pretty decent games done. So, if you liked the video, feel free to click the like button. If you do like all of my content, my World of Tanks and my other games, because I do play, I'm actually playing through Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap at the moment as well, if you're interested in that. And I also occasionally play a few other games that you may enjoy. If you do want to make sure that you don't miss any of my content, then please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon, and that should ensure that you get all notifications of my new videos sent directly to your sub boxes, and actually sent to your email address as well, so you can actually know when my new videos are up online. So I've been Carl. Thank you very much again for watching. I do appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.